Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is a boy Tochi. This is a man that needs no introduction, but please introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, my name is Oke Makanthony Onyebule. Most people know me as Oke Bakasi. I'm an Hollywood actor. I'm a stand-up comedian, motivational speaker. I do showbiz for a living.
Okay, now I knew everything else apart from him being a motivational speaker. So let's talk about that, please, because that's something I don't know about you. I'm sure most people who are watching this don't know that about you, in the UK at least.
Yeah, anyway, probably because I blend it with comedy, I call it my own brand of motivational comedy. Okay. So when I'm not just doing stand-up for the sake of entertainment, like when I have to do talk to youth and young people and other gatherings, apart from what I do, I do the motivational thing, but I blend it with a lot of humor because I find it waters it down better.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't look like another lecture.
Yeah.
So I do that as well.
Okay. So I mean, welcome to London. I'm sure it's not your first time. So what do you think about? Okay, let's start with Nollywood first of all. Okay, you came here for comedy. So sorry guys, let me start with comedy. Okay. Coming down as a comedian, how do you think comedy as an export is looking throughout the globe, coming from Africa or from Nigeria?
African arts, be it music, comedy, movies, even fashion, is more and more beginning to take center stage all over the world. As you already know, we have been able to win ourselves from the dominance of foreign music. In Nigeria today, when there's something new and trending that is not Nigerian, it does not really move us that much because we have artists coming up every day and not just pushing out content, but pushing out content with quality, message, entertainment value, to the extent that we can really have so much fun without focusing attention on anything that is happening elsewhere. It's that level of liberation. And it's the same thing that stand-up comedy, especially the Nigerian brand of comedy, is doing for Africa. We've been able to take it to places beyond Africa. Like that's what brought us to London. And to be able to sell out venues like the Apollo and other places like that, tells you the level of acceptance. Yes, we have our people all over the place who are hungry for the stuff that we do. But if you check in that audience, you also see that the demographic is expanding. People who are not just Nigerians, other Africans, Caribbeans, and even other people are beginning to show interest in what we're doing.
So how do you feel the importance to be for, let's say, Africa? Now, come back to Nollywood now. For Nollywood to be able to do movies, more collaborations outside Nigeria, perhaps even with Jamaican movie industry, which is quite huge, even in Europe. How do you feel? What importance do you feel that play for Nollywood if they start expanding?
You see, the thing is that every time there's cross-cultural marriage, it benefits both ends of the divide. Okay, if we have collaboration that will bring maybe Africa and the Caribbeans, or Africa and Europe, Africa and America, that bring them together, it works for both parties. Nigeria or Africa is a large market, that these guys need to tap into. You don't mess with a country with a population of about 180 million people. So we bring value. Okay. Same way, if we get an opportunity to, do collaboration with maybe India or any other place. Okay. I'm sure they also have interest in what is happening in Africa, much as we want to also not just reach out to our people in those areas, but at the same time, their own people in those areas to say, it brings variety. It brings variety for both parties. So it's a win-win situation for everybody.
True. Okay. Coming back now to business. A lot of comedians, a lot of artists in Africa, especially Nigeria, are now becoming more and more business-minded with their art, be it comedians doing tours or Nollywood actors doing movies themselves and distributing movies. Not many places apart from Nigeria do you see that kind of aspiration coming from artists. Do you think it's a lack of, okay, I'm sure I've got support, not the political here, support, but do you think it's a lack of support that's made people go deep into themselves to bring out that inner part of the self?
Yeah, first of all, Nigerians are survivors where we work hard, you know, and part of it is the kind of situation we found ourselves, which is where, like I touch the population, the numbers, okay? 170 million people in a place that is smaller than the Ontario region in Canada. You understand? So what it simply translates into is fewer opportunities for too many people.
Yeah.
So what it means is that you have to bring your A game to be seen and be recognized.
Nice,
And when you bring your A game, chances are you're going to surpass expectation within your own immediate environment and spill over into the neighboring environment. So what has happened is that we've been able to raise our game so much, maybe in an attempt to survive. You know, maybe in an attempt to, you know, protect self. But what we've done is that we've raised our game so much that Nigeria can no longer contain us. We have to reach out, you know, and make more impact, because the more you succeed, you want more. You just want more. You know, it's natural. You know, so I think that is what has paid off. You know, maybe the unique nature of where we find ourselves has helped us, you know, work even harder. You know, I think that is where we are today.
Okay, nice one. Okay, final question. Stage. As an actor, would you like to would you like to do anything live on stage, like theater-wise?
Yeah, funny enough, in my amateur days, I started on stage.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I started on stage.
Let people find that.
In fact, that was what lured me into, you know, TV.
Wow.
Okay, the fun. And then, you know, you realize when, you know, I went on the small screen that it doesn't have that much fun like, you know, stage performances. Stage is spontaneous. You know, you're getting your assessment immediately from the audience. TV has to go through post-production and a whole lot of tidying,
editing, cuts and retakes.
Exactly. So by the time you see the end product, sometimes it's even difficult to know exactly what you put in and what has been done for you. You know, but with stage, is you, the audience, and you're feeling their excitement, their passion, their reaction, their rejection. You're feeling it in real time. You know, so the adrenaline is different. It's different. You know, so I've been there before. I know what it is like. You know, and I think it's the hunger for that same experience that made me take my stand-up comedy more seriously. Because I started both together. Okay. At some point, the acting part kind of, you know, went professional first, you know, but the lack of the adrenaline, you know, because it was camera in front of the camera, led me to say, okay, you know what, for adrenaline, let me do stand-up comedy, because it's live audience. Then for fun, let me do acting.
Okay. Okay, Bakassi, thank you very much for having this time with us. And underneath this, I'm going to put his hashtags. You can follow him on social media. And once again, thank you, sir.
At OK Bakassi. So at OK Bakassi on Instagram. Don't forget that. Same thing at OK Bakassi, but it ends with a Y this time on Twitter. So,
Okay. So tweet him, tell him what you think. Any questions, you just want to holler at him, let him know. Thank you, sir.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Okay.